this video we are having a look at data validation. Now we've already looked at data validation in a previous video, however this time we are having a look at a more advanced example. We'll be doing a basic data validation in one column that you can see on your screen. However, for the second column we are going to be doing a dependent list data validation. So this second list is going to be dependent upon the outcome from the first drop-down option. So the idea will be we'll be able to select a module from a list in this box, and then in the next cell we are then going to be able to select the level that matches the module that was selected. Before we have a look at actually setting up the data validation, first of all we'll go to sheet 2 where all our named ranges are stored. You'll see that we have a number of columns going across with a number of lists of data. Each of these have been named. So I'm going to select all the modules here in column A, and you see that I've named it module. So that's our first name range. Going across, all of the modules, or the levels of the modules have also been named as well. You will see that the name of the level list has been named the module it is linked to. This is very important for when we have a look at how we set up the data validation later on. You can see there are lists for each of the modules listed here. So I'm now going to go back onto sheet 1 and we're going to set up the data validation. So first of all, we're going to select on the data validation option on the data tab. From here we are then going to select list and we are going to type in equal module. I could have selected sheet 2, selected the list of modules and then clicked OK. However, because I've named that range of cells module already, I can just type it in here. I'm going to click OK, and you can now see if I click on this drop down arrow, the list of modules appears here in a drop down list. Our second drop down list is going to be in this next column. Same again, go back up into data validation and select list. This time though we're going to use a function called indirect. What this function does, it allows you to return a reference or a set of references or cells dependent on a text string. So we are going to use this indirect function on whatever comes up in cell A2. At the moment, of course, there's nothing there. But the idea will be that once we've selected a module in column A, the indirect function will then pull up all of those levels dependent on the module that has been selected. If you click OK, you'll see then error will come up. The reason for this is at the moment there is nothing actually in cell A2. So click yes. At the moment this data validation won't work, but once we've selected a module, it will do. So if we want to select Excel from this list, go to level, you can now see that the levels are appearing here. Same again, if it changes to Word, you'll see that the list changes now to just match the Word levels. Same again, go to Outlook, and there's only one. So this is just another example of data validation, looking at how you can use it in a slightly more advanced way. Just bear in mind, if you're going to do this, make sure you do all your name ranges before you start creating the data validation.